Welcome back to our channel. Today is Friday, a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness that is Port Charles. We have so much to unpack, so grab a drink, get settled, and let's get right into the thick of it. Oh my god. I am literally screaming. I am actually sitting here shaking because I cannot even process what just happened on my screen. Okay, but listen, I was eating my dinner and I literally choked when the final scene. I had to pause my TV and text my friend immediately because my jaw dropped to the actual floor. I cannot even deal right now. You guys, they actually went there. They literally went there, and I am so entirely obsessed and horrified all at the same time. But wait, I am getting way too far ahead of myself because my brain is moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour and I keep remembering things out of order. Let me back up. Take a breath. Okay, where was I? Right, so let's start with Jason and Danny because honestly, that is a whole situation on its own. So Jason and Danny are finally heading home from their little father-son getaway, which is honestly so cute, but also so stressful because Jason is a completely changed man. Like, the trauma from that WSB black site in Jakarta has fundamentally rewired his brain. He is officially stepping away from the mob, which is insane by the way, and he is fully prioritizing Danny. But here is the wild part. Jason actually goes to the Quartermain boathouse and makes a pitch to Drew Kane. Yes, Drew Kane. The man who is currently sitting in a wheelchair, supposedly locked in. Jason is standing there, looking all serious and intense, and he is pitching a new chapter of peace between Drew and Danny. Jason just wants the family drama to end so Danny can have a normal life. I was yelling at my screen. Like, Jason, do you even know who you are talking to? Drew is a literal menace right now, and Jason is just standing there offering an olive branch. It is so dramatic. I love that Jason is trying to be a good dad, I really do, but mark my words, this peace treaty is going to end badly. Drew does not know the meaning of peace. Oh wait, before that happened. Actually, I forgot to mention earlier, but Josslyn Jax is out here acting like she is the next James Bond, and it is honestly unhinged. She marches right into Jack Brennan's office and puts him through a full-blown interrogation. The audacity of this girl. She is grilling him, asking if he is looking for Ross Cullum's secrets, or if he is just trying to recover his own dirty secrets. Josslyn is not playing around. She is literally demanding answers from a former WSB director like she owns the place. Brennan is just sitting there with that smug look on his face, not divulging much, because obviously he is a professional spy, and she is a college student, but the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Josslyn needs to get it together, I swear. She's going to get herself into so much trouble playing in the deep end of the spy pool. But honestly, iconic. Okay, but back to Brennan, because this is where everything starts to spiral out of control. Brennan eventually reaches out to Nina Reeves with some incredibly disappointing news. He tells her that he still does not have the black box back. Remember the black box that Ross Cullum stole? The one that vanished? Yeah, Brennan doesn't have it, which means he does not have the leverage that Nina and Willow desperately need to control Drew. When Nina gets this phone call, you can literally see the panic wash over her. She is standing there realizing that they have absolutely nothing to hold over. No evidence, no leverage, nothing. And here is where I lost my eye. Nina is standing by the Quartermain boathouse, and Drew is sitting in his wheelchair. And you guys, his wheelchair is parked so close to the water's edge. Like, dangerously close. Who parks a wheelchair right on the edge of a dock? The wheels are literally turning in Nina's head. You can see her looking at the water, looking at Drew, looking at the water again. She is no doubt thinking about how easy it would be to just give him a little shove and set the stage for a tragic drowning accident. I am yelling at my screen at this point. Do it, Nina. Push him. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but also the drama. But wait, it gets crazier. Drew is sitting there, and he realizes that Nina is running out of options. He can see the desperation in her eyes. And then, oh my god, Drew speaks. He actually speaks. The paralytic has worn off enough, and he reveals to Nina that he can talk. And he doesn't just talk, he goads her. He is sitting there in his chair, taunting her, spitting pure venom, letting her know that she has lost and he is going to destroy her and Willow. The sheer audacity of this man. He is literally paralyzed from the neck down mostly, and he is picking a fight with a desperate woman standing behind his chair on a... Why would he do that? It is the most unhinged survival instinct I have ever seen. And then she does it. Nina Reeves actually follows through on her dark, intrusive thought. She snaps. She lunges forward and gives Drew a massive shove, pushing his wheelchair right off the dock and into the lake. I cannot breathe. The splash. The visual of Drew Kane flying into the water in a wheelchair. I am dead. I am literally deceased. The week is ending on the most wet and wild note ever, and I am calling it now. This is going to be the most iconic cliffhanger of the. I had to rewind it 3 times just to make sure I actually saw what I saw. Nina needs an award for that, honestly. Not okay, but also completely okay. Okay, where was I? Right. So while all of this attempted murder is happening at the lake, we have a completely different psychological thriller happening over at General Hospital. Willow Kane is sitting down with Elizabeth Baldwin, and Liz is absolutely relentless. Liz is pressuring Willow so hard over Drew's communication to her. Liz is a nurse. She knows something is wrong, and she is looking at Willow like she is a puzzle she is trying to solve. Liz flat out asks Willow why she doesn't seem to want her husband to have a voice. The tension. Willow is sweating bullets. You can see her eyes darting around the room. She is stammering. She is trying to play the concerned wife, but Liz is completely seeing right through her. Liz is like a dog with a bone, and she is not letting this. I swear, Elizabeth Baldwin is the only person in this town with actual functioning brain cells. Willow is trying to keep Drew paralyzed and silent, and Liz is literally inches away from busting this whole medical fraud wide open. I am so here for Detective Liz. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, let's talk about Lucas Jones and Britt Westbourne, because this dynamic is giving me life right now. So Britt is back at GH. She is officially a free woman after all that torturous WSB jail time and the Huntington's disease saline fake-out, which was honestly the cruelest thing Ross Cullum ever did, and don't even get me started on that. But Britt is back at work, and she is complaining. She is whining nonstop about her added duties and her awful work schedule. She is throwing a total tantrum at the nurses. And Lucas? Lucas is not having it. Lucas offers an apology to someone earlier, which was sweet, but when it comes to Britt, he dishes out some severe, unfiltered, tough love. He literally looks her in the eye and reminds her that she was just in an international prison and almost injected herself with poison. He tells her she should be grateful to even have her job back at all. And then he drops the hammer. He points out that if she doesn't want to be there, she could just leave. Boom. Mic drop. Lucas is entirely fed up, and it is so refreshing to see someone put the bridge in her. Britt actually looks stunned, but she realizes he is right. She sees that she needs to dial down the complaints, and she actually humbles herself for 5 seconds. But then, the most heartbreaking thing happens. Like, I am actually devastated just thinking about it. Jason makes a surprise arrival at the hospital. He walks through those GH doors, and Britt sees him. Her face completely lights up. She is absolutely delighted to see Jason. You can tell she thinks this is their big romantic reunion, like they're going to run into each other's arms and pick up right where they left off before the WSB hauled him away. She is smiling so big. But you guys, Jason's eyes are so cold. He looks at her, and you can just tell he is going to break her heart. He has changed so much. The trauma has completely rewired him. He doesn't want to continue their romance. He doesn't want the danger, he doesn't want the mob, he just wants Danny. He is going to ghost her emotionally right to her face, and I am not ready for the tears. Britt has been through so much, she finally gets her freedom, she finally gets her health back, and now the love of her life is going to reject her. I am crying. I am literally crying for her. Why do the writers hate Britt so much? Seriously, give this woman a break. Okay, let me wipe my tears and pivot to the PCPD, because there is some serious cop drama happening too. Harrison Chase and Dante Falconeri are having a moment. Chase is looking at Dante with so much suspicion. He literally asked Dante if this whole interaction is a test or a courtesy. Chase is so on edge because of all the Brooklyn drama and the Willow frame-up stuff that he doesn't trust anyone, not even his former partner. And Dante, bless his heart, is trying so hard to be the bigger person. Dante admits that it is a little bit of both a test and a courtesy. He is actively trying to get along with Chase again, mostly because Anna Devane is back in charge as the police commissioner, and she is demanding that her department run. Anna wants them to play nice, so Dante is extending the olive branch. And surprisingly, they actually make some progress. Chase and Dante start healing their broken bond, which is so nice to see because we need some actual friendship in this town, amidst all the attempted murders and mob wars. But let's be real, this peace is not going to last because more trouble is definitely heading their way. It always does. Honestly, this entire episode was a roller coaster. From Jason trying to be a peacemaker, to Josslyn playing spy, to Liz interrogating Willow, to Jason breaking Britt's heart. But nothing, and I mean nothing, tops Nina Reeves pushing Drew Kane into that lake. I am going to be thinking about that splash all weekend. I am literally obsessed with how unhinged this show is right now. I need Monday to get here immediately because I cannot handle the suspense. Will Drew survive the plunge? And how will Jason's heartbreaking choice change Britt's future forever? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below, smash that like button, and subscribe for more daily updates.